Hey Rainy One! Today we are going to make a vegan mung bean omelet. It is easy. It is delicious. It could be used as a meal prep because this 1 cup we're going to use, you can make 5 omelets out of it. If you've had the just egg vegan omelet, it is made from mung beans, but it is a processed food because they only use the protein isolates. That said, this is a whole complete food. We're not extracting anything. We're using the whole beans, and it's not going to cook the same as the just egg, but if you want to eat it like a scramble, I would suggest you cook it the way I'm showing you today, and right before it gets done, kind of chop it up with like your spatula, and then you can add your extra vegetables or whatever you want. First thing you need to do is soak your mung beans for 8 hours or overnight. I did not because I didn't have a lot of time and I wanted to make this video for you. I only did a few hours, but it's okay because I'm blending them up in my food processor, my Vitamixer, which can blend anything. If you have one, you already know. So then you just rinse them and drain them, and then we're just going to add them to our Vitamixer with our plant-based milk and all of our seasonings and blend it up, and then you're ready to cook. So our seasonings are going to be garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, turmeric powder, and we're going to use an Indian sulfur salt called Kala Namak. It's actually very optional, but it gives it an eggy taste. It is a sulfur compound, and so yes, it's going to smell like sulfur, but it kind of loses a little bit of its taste when you cook it, so you can kind of put it on top at the end, but it is very optional. I will put a link to it at the bottom, but we just put everything in the blender and blend it up, and I'll show you what it looks like. I forgot to add the olive oil. But once we add all of our ingredients, we're going to heat up our pan with some olive oil, just enough to coat the pan. You can also use spray, like a coconut oil spray, which is what I did after this. I used this oil that was in this pan actually to make all 5 of the omelets, because you really want to use a non-stick pan, but I'm using half a cup to pour as a serving, and like I said, I got 5 omelets out of it. And then you just want to put a lid over it, kind of cook it like a pancake. And then once it looks, you're not going to see air bubbles, but once it's kind of dull and looks solid, then you can flip it to the other side. If you want caramelization, then you can let it go for a little bit longer. You'll see at the end I did some more, and I let them get a little bit darker because I wanted that caramelization, but it's still done at this point on this side. And then you can add, if you want to do the kind of omelet where you add your ingredients after the omelet is cooked on both sides. And this is a meal prep that I had from last week that I didn't eat, so I'm just throwing some cubes of tofu and sweet potatoes. They're too big, the chunks are too big, but I'm just showing you that you can make an omelet, okay? But basically you can put whatever you want to in your omelet. And since I got 5 omelets to make, I just wanted to show you that you can also do it where if you want your ingredients to kind of be infused into your omelet, you can also do that. So before you flip it, you would just go ahead, and while the omelet is still wet on the other side, you would go ahead and add your ingredients to it. Just make sure you, of course, you cut them up small enough. Also, make sure you don't overstuff your omelet so that you have enough room to fold it over if you want to, because you don't have to fold it over. You can do what you want to do, honey. But I'm making 5 of them, so I'm just showing you different things that I'm doing. And the other thing that I'm going to show you is you don't have to fill your omelet at all, especially if you're doing it for meal prep. I'm going to just make the omelet, and I can stuff it with what I want to stuff it with later. This would be so good with that vegan queso sauce. I hope you give this mung bean omelet a try. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and stay reigning.